I know an old lady who swallowed a fly. I don't know why she swallowed a fly.
That intro song probably gives you guys some clues as to what's going on. Started out with the idea I was just gonna take off the valve covers, figure out what type of cylinder heads I'm running, and then after that, get a new intake manifold and get some headers on that bad boy, and just make the car a little peppier and have some more fun with it. But as all things car related, every step you take closer to fixing one problem gets some big bulky parts out of the way and exposes more parts that you could fix. It's like peeling an onion. Every layer you peel back reveals another layer that you can peel back and reveal another layer. And it's like the little old lady who swallowed a fly. And so, because of that, the plan has evolved. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna pull the whole damn engine out. I'm gonna set it up here in my garage, and I'm gonna put all that stuff on there in the comfort of my own abode. I'm basically just gonna rip this whole motor apart and hope that I can put it all back together and then stick it back in the car. So hopefully it all goes well. I'm gonna learn a lot. Hopefully you will too. Rubber gloves on, these are my wife's. Oh. I'm gonna essentially pull all the oil out of this motor. Tub to collect that old oil, just throw it under there. Got a cardboard down, got a collection basin. How the fuck do I do this? I do this all the time. There we go, break her loose. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. I think I might be tightening that. I can never tell. And that's why I got this tattoo here to tell me lefty loosey, righty tighty, but it's a little cryptic. I still get turned around. That will be tight. That will be loose, so we want to move it that way. Let's see if I can get that with my fingers now. Yep. There we go. There's the chocolate river there. This oil, brand spanking new, because I'm a conscientious car owner. I take care of my kids. And give this bad boy a couple turns. I keep everything just ever so snug. There we go. Now we can get it with the old hands. Right now. And we'll just plop that in there. Back up top while we're waiting for that oil to completely drain. I'm gonna go ahead and take out this custom fan shroud I just installed, the Dominator. That's good for racing. Yeah, this little, I don't know, star-shaped guy in here. Okay, she's loose. In order to get the fan out, I've gotta get the alternator out. There's your alternator. You know, yodeling is really coming back among the youth nowadays. It's having a big revival. They're practicing in the garage over there. Now we can we're taking this whole bad boy that holds the fan on. And nightshade is free. Here's our fan. Reach. Get this shroud out now. Making good progress. Well, progress is the opposite of Congress. And visit my page at dadjokes.com. We've got a lot more breathing room in here. I'm gonna pull this belt out. We ought to drain the radiator next. I think that's what I'll do. We're gonna take you underneath. Bring this belt in. Now we gotta transfer this oil into an approved container. Yeah, I like that one. Let's see how much of this we can get on this cardboard. Oh, whoop, a ton as it turns out. So Here's the radiator. Down here's a little petcock valve. That's how you drain the radiator. Oh, once again, just snug. Where it is. I'm gonna open up the top over there. And that's gonna let it start really gushing. There she blows. So it's all pretty well empty. Notice how the rockabilly hairdo came about is you comb it all back and then your over motor it just does that Johnny Bravo, watch me comb my hair real fast type of thing. Now, as you can see, it's just gonna marinate in there. And that'll be fine. And we'll just throw a piece of cardboard away. Once again, a pretty bottle. Look. There it goes. And that cardboard is just gonna sponge up all that extra. So the best way to get rid of it is to develop a relationship with a guy who runs his own shop. And by develop a relationship, I mean bring him and his guys a 12-pack of whatever cheap beer you can, High Life. And they usually like that, and they'll let you drop off your fluids there. Okay, so that's the distributor. You gotta get these plugs out and then pull it itself out. So we got these guys, dental picks, and they all come with this little plastic jimmy right here. I don't know if you can see me twiggling that, and it catches on a latch. Typically you bust those off the first time you ever use them. That one actually managed to keep it. This one kept it on the side that's difficult to get out. Oh. And the good thing about these dental tools is that they're super sharp, so you can just stab yourself in your fingertip repeatedly, and that's good if you need to check your blood sugar or anything like that. Okay, so those two are out. There's these little feet on here. Just gotta push them down and rotate on these screw heads. And there we go. And this should just come free. Which it sure does. I'm just gonna leave it there for a second. All right, I got those wires out of the way. And there's our cap out. It's like the Call of Cthulhu here. Now I got that out. Let's go ahead and get our carburetor decoupled. Get the kickdown cable for the transmission off. Done. And this throttle off. Done. Now we just gotta nip in here and squeeze these guys out the back door. There he is. And he's done as well. That's out. This is the vacuum line from the brake boost. And we're gonna take him out, tuck him under there. So now I'm just going through deleting and divorcing all of the stuff that's hooked onto this motor on one end and the car's body on the other, since we're going to take this motor out eventually. That means cutting a whole bunch of zip ties. You want a divorce? You got one. Battery cable ground. Now we're going to get a lot more fluid out when we take off the lower hose. And we're going to pull this lower hose off the water pump. There she goes. Let's get this side. This hose, it's coming out. The juice is loose. How much more of this can I get done today is the question. Water pump could just come straight off. Run them spark plugs out.
how she swallowed a cow. She swallowed the cow
maintain
to
garbage.
catch the
It's very
dog.
hard.
She swallowed the
As it
cat
were.
to catch the dog. She swallowed the dog to catch the cat. She swallowed the cat to catch
Well, we got those off. Let's get into here. Do something with all this. So we're going to take out all this stuff. This and this are the brackets for the old alternator. This guy here is the water pump. That's power steering reservoir and pulley. And we're going to try to get all that off.
swallowed a fly. I don't know why she swallowed a fly.
This is generated.
Perhaps she'll die.
There we go.
I know an old lady who swallowed a spider that wriggled and tickled and tickled inside her. She swallowed a spider to catch the fly, but I don't know why she swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die. I know an old lady who swallowed a bird. Now how absurd to swallow a bird. She swallowed the bird to catch the spider that wriggled and tickled and tickled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly, but I don't know why she swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die. I know an old lady who swallowed a cat. Now fancy that, to swallow a cat. She swallowed the cat to catch the bird. She swallowed the bird to catch the spider that wriggled and tickled and tickled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly, but I don't know why
Spacious.
she swallowed the fly.
Just gonna snag off the water neck, and I'm gonna do this side off camera. You already seen me do it on that side, and we'll call that good.
She swallowed the dog to catch the cat. She swallowed the cat to catch the bird. She swallowed
Water
the
neck
bird to catch the spider
off.
that wriggled and wriggled and
Underneath your water neck, this little guy right here.
but I don't know why
That's your thermostat. We're looking good.
she'll die.
If you treat your tools well, they'll treat you well. That's why it's important to keep them clean and organized. So we're back in the old garage and got it all buttoned up outside. Put the hood down, zip tied up that exhaust. So any observers will look and they'll just see a car that looks like it probably runs. From a distance, it'll be good. But if anyone opens the hood and starts poking their snort around, the subterfuge won't last. But I think we'll be all right. I also dawned down the asphalt and sprayed it all, cleaned it all up. So hopefully we'll avoid any HOA entanglements. So what have we learned? We learned that it's really easy to tear an engine apart. Hopefully it'll be pretty easy to put it all back together. I actually got some parts arrived today, but I'm gonna go ahead and edit this video up, collect some more parts and tools, and I'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed.
Why she swallowed a fly? Perhaps she'll die.